Portsmouth vs Arsenal, FA Cup third round match reflection through the Canon lens. So reflecting on today's FA Cup third round game against Portsmouth away, starting lineup. I was happy to start a lineup. We expected lots of rotation. It's good to see even Norgard play at centre back. Didn't expect that, but other than that, great rotation, strong enough team to go out and get the win. So thoughts on the first half, I felt it was a shame that we went 1-0 down so early on. So I was thinking, I hope the magic of the FA Cup and there's no upset today. But in set pieces, we trust, and we responded quickly with two set piece goals. Fans are singing set piece again, ole ole. Madueke also missed a penalty in the first half. Probably should have scored, but went into the break 2-1 up at half time, and we moved forward to the second half. So, and half time, I was just thinking, you know what, we wasn't the most convincing in the first half, but set pieces came through. We're just hoping for more goals, in the second half, and hoping for an open play goal. So yeah, thoughts on the second half. Of course, we know Arteta spoke to the boys at half time. He even alluded to that in his post-match reflection interview. And yeah, the boys came out with a lot more attacking intent. MLS, quick pass, that played Jesus from the free kick. Jesus whips it in, Martinelli finishes. That was a great team goal. I thought, the build-up was good. Martinelli rounded the game up as well, scoring a hat-trick. 3 goals, which gave us a 4-1 away win. And we progressed through to the FA Cup 4th round. So, reflecting on the players, so analysing the players and obviously Arteta, and then we'll touch a bit on Portsmouth as well. I think they deserve a bit of credit for how they performed, especially in the first half. So, I felt Kepa, I thought, apart from the mess up at the start, probably should have done better with the goal we conceded. But apart from that, comfortable on the whole. Ben White, I thought had a great game at right back. Norgard came in at centre back, considering it's not his normal position. I felt, he slotted in really well. Gabriel solid as always. MLS, he did well at left back. He's definitely more of a midfielder than a left back in my opinion. But I was impressed, especially with the quick thinking and that free kick to play it to Jesus. And then Jesus obviously crossed it to Martinelli, who scored. It was his second goal. I thought, MLS played a big part in that goal. Timber came on later for Ben White. I thought he did well. Great to see Salmon, just 16, the youngest ever appearance maker in the Emirates FA Cup. Came on for Gabriel. I thought it was great that he got an opportunity and, got some FA Cup minutes in the tank. I felt it was a nice moment for him, and it also gives the next generation coming through some hope, which I feel is very important. So that was our defence. Looking at the midfield now, I thought Marino did well in the deep lying midfield position. He doesn't usually play there, but I thought he did well. Eze in the left 8 had an okay game. Ranieri was outstanding for me in midfield today in the right 8. He looked lively. I like his burst of pace in the midfield and his energy. Looked really good. And I think he's a good cover option for Odegaard in that position. I think we should keep hold of him. I know there's rumours of him going out on loan, but I think we should keep him. I think we're going to need him in certain games. And yeah, subs. Odegaard came on later for Ranieri. I thought he looked lively, he looked good, and obviously Zubimendi came on late for Martinelli and secured up the midfield. Moving to the forward line now, I thought Madueke, as always, electric, direct, done hard work, in winning that penalty, but unfortunately didn't convert the penalty. Jesus had a fairly good game, lovely assist for Martinelli's second goal. But I thought Martinelli today was outstanding, scoring a hat-trick and, of course, man of the match. Subs, great to have Havertz back. Came on for Jesus, and I thought he looked decent. Just a shame he didn't get the goal today. But I'm sure the goals are going to come. It's just great to have him back after so long out. Man of the match, of course, Martinelli. And yeah, I think hat-trick hero. He deserved man of the match today. And I feel manager Arteta, just a little thoughts on Arteta, got the rotation spot on for me, exercising our strong squad depth. Was happy with the subs. He made them later on in the second half. It's good to have Havertz to get some minutes, got 20 minutes. And, it's good that he provided Salmon, the 16-year-old youngster, youngest ever player for Arsenal to play in the FA Cup. That's incredible. I like that Arteta gives the academy players opportunities where he can. I think that's testament to the type of person he is. He gives people opportunities where where they work hard for it, it will give them the opportunity. I think that's great. And it gives the next generation hope. You know, I think we all need opportunities. So I think it's a really good role model to other managers as well. Portsmouth, thoughts on Portsmouth? You know what? I actually miss Portsmouth in the Prem. Like, you know, Fratton Park. I actually loved Portsmouth. You know, they played in some big European nights as well. Got great memories of Portsmouth. You know, I thought they actually started well today, you know, and of course, you know, there was a golfing quality, which was evident, became more evident throughout the game as the game went on. But I respect Portsmouth, and I actually hope they stay up in the Championship. You know, I think they're a good club, you know, good fans as well, like quite a passionate club, like enough respect to them. Next game, of course, we're back in EFL Cup action in the midweek. We play in the EFL Cup semi-final, first leg against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. I'm expecting a really tough game, I'm going to be honest. For me, as long as we come out of the game, still win the tie, can bring them back to the Emirates, you know, in the second leg and win and get through to the EFL Cup final, where we'll play either Man City or Newcastle. Of course, whoever we play is going to be a tough game. And just like to say, of course, I appreciate anyone that took the time to listen to today's reflection. I hope you could connect with it. And please remember to subscribe or follow, if you haven't, on Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. And of course, please remember to like the video. Every like counts. So please remember to like. If you want to comment, I'll always get back to you. And of course, if you can share, that'd be most appreciated. And last but not least, come on, you Gunners. Peace.